Today I'm gonna rank all brawlers but mainly in solo showdown from worst to best. This video will show you which brawlers are pushable to rank 30 or over in solo showdown and which are not. By the way, I spent a lot of time making this video, so please subscribe down below and you'll make me happy. So now without any further talks, let's start ranking. So let's start with the worst F tier brawler in solo showdown, and that's Mr. P. Well, this brawler really sucks. His gadgets are not that good and his super can be destroyed really easily. It's just annoying. It's bad against tanks, and since tanks are the most played type of brawlers in solo showdown, Mr. P is an absolute F tier. Now we move straight to D tier. Trust me, you don't want to play these brawlers in solo showdown either. Starting off with the worst brawler in D tier is Colonel Ruffs. Well, only thing that saves him from an F tier is a super which boosts his attack and his health quite a bit for the entire game, but without it he really sucks. The second worst brawler in the D tier is Barley. I'm sorry, but he's a thrower with really low health and his damage ain't that high. His gadget might be useful since it's slowing opponent brawlers, so for example when an Edgar jumps on you it might be useful, but overall Barley really sucks. The best brawler in the D tier is Byron. Byron has great range, but his attacks are pretty weak. He can poison enemies, but just for 3 seconds, and it's not as much poison as Crow. And his gadgets are kinda useful, but his low health, it's really bad. His tapos are kinda useful. Now we move to C tier. C tier brawlers might not be that bad, but still you don't really want to play them in solo showdown. And the worst brawler in C tier is Jessie. Jessie has a slowing gadget which might be useful, however she needs to charge her super just to use it. Her star powers are kinda useful, but still it's not good. Another C tier brawler is Sprout. Sprout has pretty great gadget, pretty good star powers, but he's not that good, and since he is thrower, he has literally no defense when an Edgar jumps on you, and overall against tanks he really sucks. Another thrower is Dynamite. Supercell kinda busted his Dyna jump, so he's not as played as before, but he has pretty great gadgets, so it's not that bad opportunity in solo showdown. Another brawler in the C tier is Penny. She's kinda decent in solo showdown. His Salty Barrel gadget is kinda useful, but to admit, it's not as good as we all expected when it was released. And yeah, her damage is okay, I guess, but it still kinda sucks. Number 55 is Nita. Both her gadgets and star powers are pretty useful, however, her range sucks. He has great reload speed, I admit that, but overall this brawler is not better than C tier. Another one, we've got one of the newest brawlers, and that is Gray. Well, in the intro I just want to say that his main attack really sucks because it's got no splash damage and it's really hard to hit. However, he has kinda good gadgets. Well, I mean really good gadgets. His star powers are pretty decent, and his super is not bad in solo showdown. You know, when you're in trouble, you just escape, but you can't just escape forever, which means it's a pretty great C tier. For another thrower here, we've got Tick, another pretty great C tier brawler. It has really great area control, it has really good range. However, when you face tanks, you just have pretty much no defense, but your gadget, but you have a limited amount of them, and you can use your super. However, he has real low health, and you know, he's just C tier. Another C tier brawler I've got here is pretty underrated in my opinion. Well, just take a look at him. He has pretty solid gadget. Every 4th hit you hit to an enemy spawns a ghost, which can heal you 2000 health or deal 1400 damage with your gadget. He is really good super, but yeah, his damage is pretty low and he really sucks breaking boxes. And the best brawler in C tier is Belle. Her first gadget, pretty great great against tanks, and when someone got trapped in it, he's gonna die. Really good star power, I mean the shield one, and also she's got a reload gadget, which makes her much stronger. He's got a pretty great range, and she can compete against some of the best brawlers in Solo Showdown, which is the reason why she's the best C-tier brawler in my opinion. Now we move to the top 50 brawlers in Solo Showdown, and we also move to the B tier. And the worst brawler in the B tier in my opinion is Rico. Well, just because he's playable on just one map, which is current churn. And yeah, there are just a lot of tanks, and he kinda struggles, so the worst B tier in my opinion. The second worst brawler in B tier gotta be Mortis. Well, this brawler is just made for running from the brawlers, they wanna kill you. However, you can't just run forever. He might be able to wipe out some brawlers like Bell, Byron or some throwers, but you don't really face those brawlers often in Solo Showdown, don't you? Another brawler in B tier is Sandy. Her gadget is really good. Her damage star power is really good, especially in Solo Showdown, but her range kinda sucks. And against the best brawlers in Solo Showdown, I mean the S tier brawlers or even the A tier, she kinda sucks against them. Guys, in my opinion, this is one of the most underrated brawlers in Solo Showdown. He has really good gadget, great star power. Yeah, he's Thrower. That's kinda disadvantage in Solo Showdown, because Throwers sucks in Solo Showdown, but this is definitely the best Brawler in Solo Showdown. No one's gonna disagree with me, right? These BD brawlers received a lot of balance changes in the last few months, but in the last balance changes he received a damage nerf which made him a B tier. Before he was an A tier. However, yeah, this is Poco. He has great healing. Yeah, maybe that's why he's called a healer. But his damage kinda sucks, and that is one of the most important things in Solo Showdown, at least at breaking boxes. Another 1BD brawler is Nani. This brawler would be so good if her attacks were easy to hit, but they are kinda hard to hit, so it's a BD brawler. I mean, the bottom of the B tier. Well, there are over 30 brawlers in the B tier. Yeah, her gadget is not bad, her star powers are kinda good, his damage is awesome, but yeah, that's everything I can tell you about it. Everything I know about Mac in Solo Showdown is that you just need your super, that's it. Now we get to brawlers, which ones you can easily push to rank 25 at least. And one of them is Bo. Bo used to be in meta in Cavern Charm, however there are a lot of primos, so you can hardly ever push over 800 trophies, but you can really easily push rank 25. Another B tier guy is Edgar. Well, same as Bo. He's really easy to push in rank 25, however is really hard to push over rank 25. Another really great Solo Showdown option is Lou. You can easily push him to rank 25. He has really good freezing abilities, really good gadget, really good star power. I've met a few guys who has pushed him to rank 30. In some maps it's possible, but it's really hard and you're gonna struggle, trust me. This brawler is just a tank counter. It's pretty good to play, for example, in Double Trouble, because you might face tanks there, and it's, in my opinion, the best map for Colette. However, when you face some brawlers with mid-range or longer range, Colette kinda struggles against them because she doesn't deal that big amount of damage to them. Another great Solo Showdown option is Ember. Ember struggles against assassins. When I say assassins, I mean all of them. Crow, Leon, Edgar, Mortis, all of them. However, she has great gadget, great star powers, both of them actually, and she can deal crazy amount of damage. Another brawler in the video is Piper. Piper is a sharpshooter. She can deal nice damage. She has great gadget, great star power. However, her health is really low and she kinda struggles against assassins and against quick brawlers like Max or another meta brawlers. Jackie is kinda like Edgar. She is pretty easy to push to rank 25, however she's really hard to push over rank 25, but against Edgar she is kinda friendly to another brawlers. I mean, you can team with tanks and a lot of people hate Edgar, so Edgar gets killed pretty quickly usually, but Jackie doesn't, so she's number 37. Another BT brawler is the brawler with the highest health in the game. However, health is not everything in solo showdown, but it can be really great. Frank just struggles in endgame and he struggles a lot. That's the reason why he's in B tier, and he has some hard counters like Shelly, Mortis or another. So yeah, this is about Frank. Another solid showdown brawler is Gene. He has such a great mechanics. His attack range is awesome. His gadget is so useful in solo showdown. However, I just really mind that Supercell changed his star power. Instead of when he has supercharged, he deals 300 more damage per attack. The super now deals 1000 damage instead, which is not that bad, but in my opinion it's kinda worse than the previous star power. But yeah, it's still really good in solo showdown. Another great B tier is Rosa. She has great gadgets, both of them great star power, and she's really friendly with bushes, so play her on a map with more bushes. However, she struggles against another tanks like El Primo, Bull or Shelly, which are really played on the maps you wanna play Rosa in, so that's the reason why she's on B tier. Stu is also nice brawler in solo showdown. He has great gadget, great star powers, both of them, and he has really good mechanics. He is so great in dodging attacks. He counters tanks, and when you've got great teamers, you can win the game. However, he's though really hard to push over rank 25 just because he's not in meta and the brawlers don't really like Stu. And has always been a great option in solo showdown, but her pretty low range kinda struggles against brawlers in meta. However, she's great tank counter, she has great gadgets, great star powers. This brawler has star power which gains him extra damage just from 1500 to almost 17. That's so great. Well, it's not used when you break boxes. However, 1500 damage, box destroy on 4 hits. Also, the gadget is really good. That's about Squeak. Tara is not as good as it used to be because her gadget kinda struggles against brawlers who has a piercing attacks like Janet, but it's really great showdown brawlers, and once you charge your super, all of the brawlers are pretty afraid of you, so yeah, but trust me, they really wanna get rid of you before endgame, because in endgame Tara is a monster. Number 29 we have Bibi. Bibi has pretty great mechanics, however she kinda struggles against other tanky brawlers, but her pushing back attack is pretty great when you're in trouble. She has great star powers and really good the first gadget. Ash gets boosted whenever you hit someone or whenever you get hit, and that's really good in Solo Showdown. He's tanky, he has pretty great super, he has great gadget, and great star power. That's pretty great B tier, isn't it? Bunny is a really good Solo Showdown brawler also because she has two modes. She can change the mode with her super. Once she's in cannon form and once she is in the human form, and her super from the cannon form to the human form is just so good. You can wipe out almost anyone really easily, and yeah, Bunny overall is really good. Another pretty tanky brawler is Fang. Fang has really good super, great star powers, and once you charge her super, most of the brawlers are gonna be pretty afraid of you because you can wipe out them easily. However, Fang has a lot of hard counters in the game, which makes him solid B tier in Solo Showdown. Do you remember the times when B's Honeycomb star power was one of the most overpowered star powers in Solo Showdown? That was the best time to put her in Solo Showdown. However, the star power has changed, but I see that B is coming slow but steady to meta, so there is a question. Is he gonna be in Solo Showdown meta right now? Leon is really good Solo Showdown brawler, however, most of the time you just play on your own because others don't wanna really team with you. They wanna eliminate brawlers like Leon, Edgar, and just those annoying assassins. So one of the best B tiers just because he's really great on his own. However, it's really hard to push him over rank 25 because you get eliminated pretty fast. The third best brawler in the B tier is Brawl. He has great gadget, really good star power, and he's got a reload gear, which is really good for him. Once he's a damage dealer, it's really important in Solo Showdown. However, he has pretty low health and he's not in meta, so you cannot put him to rank 30 right now. One of the best brawlers in the B tier is Bull. He has great stat powers, great gadgets. His best mode is Solo Showdown, so he's pretty good in Solo Showdown, but again, he's pretty hard to push over rank 25 just because he's not in meta. The second best brawler in the B tier is Daryl. Daryl has really great mechanics and his best mode is Solo Showdown like Bull's, and I think he's kinda similar as Bull, however they have different supers and a little bit different attacks. However, you really play them the same way. Yeah, he's just great. And the best brawler in the B tier is Sam. Well, he used to be really easy to push to rank 30, however he's not in meta anymore, but still, his mechanics, his gadget, his star power, his super, it's really good in Solo Showdown, but yeah, you can easily get high counted as more brawlers in the B tier. So now, this was the B tier, and now there are coming the really great brawlers in Solo Showdown, those in A tier and then in S tier, and trust me, you really wanna push them in Solo Showdown right now before they get out of meta. And now we move to the A tier brawlers. Those brawlers just need a slightly bit more power so you can push them to rank 30. Number 19, we've got Gold. Gold has really good gadget, great star powers, and he's got reload gear, and in combination with damage gear, it can be really good brawler. However, his shots are pretty hard to aim. The next brawler in A tier is Pam. Pam is really good in Solo Showdown, and I think she's really underrated. She has great gadget, pretty great star powers, and at power 11 with gears, she's really good. At number 17 we've got 8-bit. 8-bit is pretty weak on his own, that's the reason why he's not in S tier, but when you get your super, he's got speed with your star power plugged in, which is really great with 8-bit since he's really slow. And with your gadget, you're able to teleport to where your super is, which can be a really great escape ability. Also, he's got a reload gear. Another brawler in A tier is our toxic assassin. It's Crow. Well, the only reason why Crow is not in S tier is that most of the people wanna get rid of you, so you are getting targeted every game, literally. But he's really good, he prevents others from healing, so great. A tier. Number 15 is Lola. She has great gadget, great star power, and she has high damage on her own. She's great at breaking boxes and she can compete against one of the most competitive brawlers in solo showdown. Right in the middle of an A tier is Carl. Carl's gadget is one of the best gadgets in solo showdown. It can be used offensively or defensively, it's just so good, and in combination with his flying period star power, he's really good. Number 14 is Surge. Well, I can describe this brawler with just one thing. You need super. Well, a lot of them actually, because it gets you upgrades, and the upgrades are really important. Without the supers, Surge is really weak, he's slow, and he's got pretty small range, so it's not an S tier, but it's pretty great A tier. As a number 12 comes Buzz. Buzz has really good gadgets and star powers, but the reason why he's not in S tier, as most of the people would expect, is that he's got a lot of hard counters in solo showdown right now. I mean Chester, El Primo, Shelly, and I would be able to name a few others. As number 11 we've got our starting brawler, that is Shelly. Shelly is really good showdown opportunity, so if you're a new player to this game and you really like showdown, I recommend upgrading her at least to level 9 and pushing her in solo showdown, because she's got good gadget and great star powers, both of them, and with damage gear she's really great. Now we're moving to the top 10 brawlers in solo showdown, and number 10 is Buster. Buster has been a great brawler in solo showdown since it has been released. It has great gadget, great star power, and it counters a lot of tanks. It can counter mid-range brawlers, and on closer maps with few walls he can be really good. Number 9 is Eve. Eve is in meta on the map called Iced Lakes, because there are lakes in the middle, so it's kinda obvious, and you might be able to push her to rank 30, but it's really hard. I tried and it wasn't successful. The third best brawler in A tier and number 8 is El Primo. El Primo is not that good without his teamers, but when you get to team with someone, he can be really good once you have infinite supercharge, and he has also really good gadget. The second best brawler in A tier is Otis. Otis has great gadget, and with your super you can totally destroy someone. He also has pretty high damage, so you can destroy boxes pretty easily. Yeah, he's just overall really good. And the best brawler in A tier is Chester. Chester has great gadget and really good star power. I mean the one when you get an extra tier of your basic attack. However, he's kinda random, so if you don't really get your super, which you really want, you can't do anything, but his best super, the stun one, is really good. And if you haven't seen my video where I rank all Chester supers, definitely watch it. Now we're moving to the S tier, where are only top 5 brawlers, and number 5 is Griff. Griff has an insane damage, and his shots can be fired so rapidly that he can wipe out so many brawlers. He has also a pretty decent gadget which can break walls. I don't really recommend using the second gadget because it's not really useful. And he has pretty decent health and decent range. As number 4 we have Spike. Spike is the brawler everyone likes, and he doesn't require that much skill to be played well because he has a really overpowered curveball star power, and he also has great gadget. And on power 11 he can be easily pushed to rank 30 or over. Number 3 we have Gale. Gale is the best tank counter in the game, and that's also the reason why he's top 3, because when you play him on the map where tanks are in meta, you can encounter them, and with Shelly or another Gale you can easily clear the board, I mean the map, kill every brawler, and yeah, he's just really good. The second best brawler in solo showdown is Max. Max has a really good gadget and so awesome star powers, both of them. She's really fast on her own, she can dodge attacks really easily, and she is in meta on Dark Passage, so she is not that hard to push to rank 30. However, you gotta be really patient because some matchmakings are pretty random. And the best brawler in solo showdown is Janet. Janet's escape abilities, oh my god. She has really good defense just because of that, and defense is really important in solo showdown. With her gadget you can deal some damage and you can escape from anybody, and I don't really wanna even talk about her super because it's broken. She can fly up to heaven for 7 seconds, and she can also drop bombs which deals damage. That's really good. And this is guys gonna be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss any other video. See you later, goodbye.